So recently we picked up this lemon blueberry loaf from Costco, and Mal was reading online that there were some people that thought it would be a good idea to put it in a pan with some butter. This is a very big piece. Sorry, real quick clarification. We've done this already, and I wanted to make sure that I showed it because it was a fun, interesting thing. This is the end of the loaf, which is why I'm having such a large piece. I haven't had such a large piece up until this point. I promise. They looked a lot more...
We've only done this one other time, though.
Yeah, they looked more like this. It was like an inch. Mine's like 2. I want everyone to know I'm not constantly eating giant pieces of cake. Anyway, but we tried this once before, and it's really good. It's really, really good because you get this little crisp edge. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Sunday. Just got up. It is very much the AM. Got Kep his medication and gave him some food. We're still having a hard time getting him to eat his wet food without coaxing him with canned tuna. But one of the things that me and Haley picked up yesterday was more canned tuna. So we're able to mix that in with his food, and then he ends up eating a good bit of his actual food, which is good. Still has the vet appointment for tomorrow. Maybe we can learn something.
I don't particularly want to take him because, that means he has to go on gabapentin, and that has a side effect of making him nauseous.
I was thinking about that.
And to have all that extra stress when he's, eating his old dry, I don't know about that.
Well, I currently I'm still thinking that we should take him because he is still a little indifferent to his food, right? Like, he's not back to normal. So that's what it seems like he's getting there, but I'm still like, eh. The other thing we could do is we could give him a much lower dose of GABA.
Yeah.
Which was my plan. I don't want to give him a higher dose because if this was any way related to having a higher dose for the cardiologist, I don't want a repeat of that.
Oh, this is a cicada.
Oh, is that what's over there?
Yeah, there's a big cicada brood right now. It's so loud in some places down here that there are some people in South Carolina who called the police about the noises.
Oh, I love that. I gotta adjust the focus to be able to see this guy. Hi, buddy.
That's the first one I've seen. I haven't heard them here yet.
Huh. Cool. Yeah, we were over in the kitchen and we heard Kepler do his...
This little chirp.
And we looked over and I was like, oh, he's after something on the glass. He's going to protect us from cicadas. He's going to try. So I'm going to eat some food. I've got a myriad of things to do today. Amongst them, recording a bumper for Coliseum. I already said it on the vlog before, but Mal and I will not be at Coliseum because we're taking care of Kepler. We wish everyone the best, but one of the things that I am going to do is make another bumper. I'm making another trivia bumper, like I did in the past, because it's a way to contribute the bumper, but then also it's a way to raise funds because the bumper...
It's like a mini segment.
It's like a mini segment, yeah. So the bumper I did last year raised a few extra $1,000, and I was like, oh, that's cool. So I have a bunch of questions that I'm going to ask for this year, and I'm going to be putting that video together today. So there's some really good questions in there.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it. And there's a bonus 11th question. And it's a little twist. It's a little twisty. I can't wait. I can't wait to see the reaction whenever it's on stream. I'm just glad to see him eating. I know eating out of a palm is odd.
But if this is what gets him to eat.
If this is what gets him to eat, then that's fine. He did hit his calorie goal yesterday. I don't really have any doubts that we'll hit it again today. I'm hoping that at some point the appetite for his normal food will be normal, and then he'll just go back to giving him stuff when we need to. But it is very funny to watch him eat out of your palm.
This was 2 scoops.
Was it? Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, that's good. Gets us closer to the calorie count that we need.
Double fisting, huh?
It didn't really hold that much.
Why though?
Why what?
Why?
Oh, because Chaz told me.
It only makes sense.
I got a root beer, and I got a 16-ounce root beer, and Chaz was like, that doesn't make financial sense. 64 ounces was $11. It was cheaper to get that. So then I went up and I was like, well, give me that. And they did.
I need more alcohol.
Like, here's a regular iPhone for comparison.
Yeah.
Yeah, for all the people that use metric.
The iPhone system.
Throwing needles in my
This is a fun surprise at the end.
Yeah, I mostly did this because I really wanted to walk back and show Chess that I had 64 ounces of root beer.
Proud of you.
They asked me
Super Root Beer 64.
when I asked them if I could get the root beer. They're like, "Do you have a container for it?" And I was like, "No." And they're like, "We can put it in 2 steins." And then everyone around us was like, "What does he have? I want that."
But then they've learned that
Yeah, several
was
of
not
them.
alcoholic.
Several of them, once they learned that it was not alcoholic, were then disappointed immediately.
Have you guys been looking at the skeleton up there? Because
How do I zoom? I feel so old. How do I zoom? There we go. Look at that guy. Oh, that's why it's always so slow when you zoom on the vlog.
Yeah.
Because it makes you do it slow.
Yeah.
are we going to eat these pretzels or not?
Yeah, open them up. I'm realizing that the last clip doesn't really have any context, although maybe that makes it a lot funnier. This afternoon, some other folks decided that maybe we should go to a draft house with everyone. And I was like, sure, I'm down and I can drive. So I took folks over there. And when we got to the draft house, you know, it's always very exciting for me whenever these places have root beer on tap, because for one, it's something I can drink because I don't drink alcohol otherwise. But the root beer on tap is usually very, very good at places like this. So I saw that they had root beer on tap, and you know, they had 16 ounces for $6, which is like a normal root beer amount. But then they also had 64 ounces for $11. And Chaz had teased me and been like, it doesn't make any sense to get 16 ounces because that's $6. For less than twice the price, for less than the cost of 2, you can essentially have 4. Getting 64 ounces of root beer is an insane thing to do, but I walked up to the counter and I said, can I get 64 ounces of root beer? And the lady said, do you have a container to put it in? And I said, no. And she's like, okay, I guess I could give it to you in these 2 32-ounce steins. So like there's different laws in different states in the US, and one of the laws here is that like you can't serve, there's certain limitations for how much you can serve to someone. But those limitations don't count if it's not alcohol, and root beer isn't alcohol. So whenever she served me these 2 32-ounce steins, there's a bunch of people around me that are like, whoa, what's he got? Because you're not allowed to have that much alcohol. And people were starting to be like, whoa, what's going on? How do I get what he's getting? And then we were like, it's root beer. And everyone's like, what? Like, what's wrong with you? I took these 2 giant steins back to the table, and I just put them on the table, and Chaz is there, and he just starts busting out laughing, and I was like, I did it. And then I proceeded to drink 64 ounces of root beer. I had a little bit of help. There was a few folks that were also drinking on it a little bit, but by and large, I drank most of it myself, and I feel okay. Mostly. Anyway, I came back here, and you might be able to tell from the lighting if it looks familiar. Of course, I don't know what it looks like on the phone. Sometimes the phone does really weird things to like the dynamic range. Maybe it's fine. I'm recording, or I finished recording the trivia bumper that I'm going to be submitting to Kahlo. I've talked about it before. Mal and I can't be there, so I wanted to do a bumper. I think I probably talked about it at the beginning of this vlog. But they just finished recording it. I'll have to edit it tomorrow, some other time this week. But it's good. It's very fun. I think folks will really enjoy it. And there's a little bit of a twist on it this year. There's one extra question, and I think that'll make it very, very fun. So I look forward to seeing what people think and say whenever it debuts. That's gonna be it. I need to get some sleep. Tomorrow's actually a pretty big day. I know folks want a Kepler update, and he's actually just chilling right here. He was keeping me company during the recording. Hey, buddy. He's like, yeah, I can stretch. I can stretch. He's had a pretty good day, honestly. We continued to get him to eat. He's still not interested in all of the food, but he's interested in enough to get the calories he needs. He does have a vet appointment for tomorrow. We kept that appointment, so we're going to go take him in just to see if everything's okay. Although I suspect that everything's largely okay. We just need to find out why what happened, and I'm not entirely sure. So maybe the vet can give us a little insight to that. Okay. Thanks for watching. And as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?